Hi, Nick from Quit with Nick with another video. This video will help anyone who is starting a meditation practice or maybe is even considering hypnotherapy to help increase their chances of success. This isn't something that will probably be shared by other hypnotherapists. They may have other tips and techniques, but this video, if you stay to the end, it will really help with those aspects. And I'm going to try to explain this as quickly as I can. You can always repeat and rewind. There are essentially two techniques, and they are, in effect, ones to help with focus, attention, and staying, with the story being shared with you when you're being guided, either in hypnosis or a guided meditation. The other is to just help be really present in the moment, right? Now, one of the things that people think and often are, the misconception when people want to start a meditation practice is that they have to stop thoughts, clear their mind and go blank. It doesn't really happen, because as long as your brain is active, it casts a shadow of mind. So don't even bother aiming for that, right? It's not going to happen. However, here's the first tip. You can take up a position where you are observing the chaos. The difference I mentioned to my clients is like, there's a different experience imagining you step into a rapid river and turn and face the current, trying to stop the current. That's like trying to stop your thoughts, clear your mind, go blank, have no thoughts. You're jumping in a river trying to stop the current. It's futile. However, there's a position where you're sitting on the riverbank watching that flow. It's a completely different experience. The flow is happening, but you're not in it. You're observing it. Another example could be you're sitting on a platform watching a train go by. Please stand back, this train will not be stopping at this platform, and you're just watching the carriages. You're watching the train of thought that we all have constantly going by. You don't jump on a carriage and let it take you away to, wandering mind town. You're there just observing it. So try that. You could also try another, this is all about just creatively coming up with scenarios where you're just observing. You're sitting in a movie theater, it's empty, all the chairs are empty, and you're there sitting watching that screen, and all your thoughts are on that screen. You're just watching them, like you would if you were in an action movie, watching an action movie at the cinema. You're sitting there and so much is happening on that screen, but you're just chill, observing it and watching it. Try that. You might feel a sense of peace and relief that you're just taking a break and being the observer. And who is that? Interesting thought. Who is that doing the observing of the drama? Can get into quite esoteric philosophical things, and this is a pathway to start to get to really know who and what you really are. Now, for some people, this isn't groundbreaking. For others, it can be. It just depends on where you're at. The other little tip I suggest to my clients, and it can help when you're listening to something guided, is what I call hijacking your internal dialogue. Because the internal dialogue, just like thoughts, never stops. Trying to stop that, again, is futile. But you can hijack it by reaffirming what is being said, by having a conversation about what is being said. Right, so if you don't hijack your internal dialogue and just expect that your attention will be focused, then your mind will take you away more easily to the petrol you got to put in your car, the laundry that needs doing, all the stuff you have to do, and the emails and calls and all that stuff. Whereas if you're continually talking to yourself, reaffirming what you're hearing, then you're going with the flow a little more. So try those things out. It's the little differences that could make all the difference. Anyway, I'm Nick from Quit with Nick. Like, share, subscribe, all that yada yada, which I rarely say. Anyway, take care and to your health.